Hi guys, I hope that you're all well. I had a request on my recent Fimo acrylic nail video to show how to do the design in gel, so if you'd like to see how I did that, just keep watching. I've already prepped the nail and now I'm using Fuzion Gripzion as the bonder. I'm trying to scrub this into my nail plate and then I'm going to cure that in the LED lamp for 30 seconds. I wanted to make my nail longer, so instead of using a tip I wanted to sculpt, so I'm applying the nail form up under the free edge of my natural nail and I'm making sure there's no gaps. I also like to fold the bottom of the form to make sure that I won't accidentally knock it out of place when I'm going into the lamp. I'm using light Elegance Cool Gel to build out the nail, so I started by just applying a thin layer to the nail bed, just brushing that from the cuticle down to the free edge, and then I grabbed a bigger blob of gel, and that's to create the length that I'm wanting. When I build out the free edge, I'm not trying to get the shape perfect because I will file it before I apply the colour, but I am just making sure that I get the gel onto those sides so that there's no little notches. Once I was happy with that, I cured in the LED lamp for 30 seconds. Once that had finished curing, I removed the nail form carefully and then I used some isopropyl alcohol to remove the tacky layer, and then I just filed the nail into shape. This filing part does look really pretty rough, but that's only because it's been sped up. I am trying to be quite gentle because this isn't a very thick nail. I have built it quite thinly and the last thing I'd want to do would be to snap it off. So I'm just shaping up the free edge and then I just want to smooth over the surface of the nail. Here I'm just showing you the thickness of the nail, and as you can see it has no structure. I did build it very thin, but we're going to layer it up with the colour and glitter and Fimos, and then we'll build the structure with the clear gel. I chose to use gel polish today, but you could also use gel from a pot, but I chose the gel polish because I'll be able to keep my layers a bit thinner and it is just what I had on hand. I just popped them side by side on the nail and then I just wiped off my brush and blended those colours back towards the cuticle area a little bit, just so that there's no harsh lines, and then I just kept swiping those two colours together until I was happy. I did do 2 layers of the gel polish and I cured each layer in the LED lamp for 1 minute. Because I wanted to add some glitter over the top of this, I'm just brushing a thin layer of the cool gel and then I'm going to just dab some loose glitter into that wet layer and then cure for 30 seconds. Now this bit is probably the most fiddliest. To secure the Fimo pieces, I just brushed another thin layer of cool gel and then added the Fimo pieces where I wanted them. I wanted to make sure that they were laying as flat as possible, so I took a piece of plastic and just wrapped that around the nail and then I popped that in my LED lamp to cure just for 10 seconds. As you can see, after curing, it is laying quite flat and there's a few little spikes, but that doesn't matter because that will disappear once we cap the nail in the clear gel. I brushed a thin layer of the light Elegance Cool Gel all over the surface of my nail, and this is going to be the slip layer. I'm making sure that I get right in and around those Fimo pieces just to try and avoid any air bubbles. Now that that slip layer is down, I'm going to grab another big blob of gel, and that slip layer is going to guide this big blob where it needs to go. So I'm just swirling that from the cuticle down to the free edge, just working it from side to side and dragging it down. I have kept this part in real time, so I hope that you find this helpful. After I checked the thickness of the nail by looking down the barrel, I noticed that I needed to add a little bit more gel on one side to build that up. So I just did that, and then once I was happy, I just flipped my hand upside down to allow gravity to do its work. Now once that nail had fully cured, I'm using alcohol to remove the tacky layer, and then I'm going to file the nail into shape. I'm just using my hand file for this, and I'm starting by shaping up the free edge by going underneath the nail and then up the sides. I have left my filing routine in real time, but please let me know if you'd rather see no filing at all, or if you like to see it in real time, or if you don't mind if it's sped up, because it is quite a time-consuming process and it does take up a big portion of the video. So let me know what you think in regards to the filing. Once I was happy with the shape, I applied some top coat. Here I'm using the Colour Me Pretty No Wipe top coat, and this needs to be cured for 1 minute in an LED lamp. I let the nail cool down for a little bit and then added some cuticle oil, and then this is the finished nail. I hope that you'll enjoy watching this video, and if you did like it, please leave me some fruit emojis down in the comments section and let me know what you think. Also, if you have any suggestions or recommendations on what you'd like to see, I'd love to know, because I'm super excited to be making videos again. And yeah, so thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon.